Another minute for them.
Yeah, just set up quickly the presentation so that you can see a little presentation, what I'm using. It's probably not too many new things, but that's a good thing, so you don't need to learn from scratch. So, good evening, everybody, and welcome to our wellness assessment. So, if you're brand new, or if you just want to adjust a little bit your assessment, you're more than welcome. And we want to get immediately into the whole procedure. My name is Bea Corrie. For those who don't know me, since 24 years, I have a passion for doing wellness assessments. And I know it's permanently just a little bit improvement to give our customers the best service. So before I go into the wellness assessment, just be clear, we are not salespeople just trying to make a sale. We are there to be a coach. And a coach must know that people are not interested in what you do, that you sell a product. They are interested in why you do it. So your service basically will always show that you have a passion for helping people with health and nutrition. Whereas if you are just available when the people want to order a product, then you're just a classical salesperson. And you don't want to be a salesperson. You want to be really a coach, caring about the people. So always think about bringing service to the marketplace, taking care of your customers, really being focused on the results. So we do results. Yeah, we are result driven. Be interested and not interesting. And how can you show that? By asking more questions. Talk rather less and ask more questions about the person. A very important question for me is always, why do you want to lose weight? Or when somebody wants to gain weight, why do you want to gain weight? Give me 3 reasons why do you want to lose weight. Give me 3 reasons why do you want to gain muscle. Or if somebody needs more energy, give me 3 reasons why you want to have more energy, and take good notes. Because these notes help you for later. This is like you want to build like a customer file. So always take good notes. Everything what the customer tells you, you might need later. Meet the family, the colleagues, the spouse. So when your customer has got started, I mean, I love to have in the first appointment already the spouse or a colleague with them, because this can create accountability also for your member, for your customer. Yeah. So basically, when you get the whole family on board, that's ideal. Yeah. Sometimes the customer, maybe you see the first time on his own, but then the next time make a possibility that you meet the husband or the spouse. And I always like to see, listen, with the next appointment, when we do your measurements, I would like to meet your spouse so that your spouse knows you're not just doing a diet. That your spouse understands it's about the healthy lifestyle, because your spouse is maybe concerned that you do something which is not contributing to your health. And this is why I need to explain it to your spouse. And you will be surprised, the spouse often then also wants to start on the product. Sometimes the spouse from somebody who is overweight is skinny. Now you can explain that Herbalife is even there also to gain more weight. Sometimes the spouse is always tired and exhausted. Now you can explain that Herbalife can give also more energy, that it's even something for the children. So always try to implement that. And you will hear later on when I talk about my wellness assessment that I include always thoughts about the family. So listen very carefully. So I like to use this little survey form. So before I get started with a customer, this is just double page, so don't worry about that. It's basically, this is how I copy it, and I have 2 assessment forms already. But what I do is basically, I give this form to my customers and please fill that in, and I disappear for a moment and make us a team. So I make us the Herbalife tea in the meantime and put that on the table. So this gives the customer time to fill in the form. And the questions are quite crucial, especially when it comes also to digestive challenges, for example. This helps us for later on to focus also to get the digestion right. When they write down gas, bloated, or constipation, we want to fix their digestion as well. We are not doctors, but we know that a lot goes back to not enough water, not enough fiber, and we have all these good products to help them in this regard as well. And then obviously when the customer ticks the box that they are interested in an extra part-time or full-time career, you know already when they start to love the product, you have to invite them for a meeting because they are interested in the business. Just don't jump immediately talking into business because they came now for weight loss or weight gain or more energy, and get that subject sorted first instead of jumping already on the business side. Okay, I hope this makes sense. So, and then I start my presentation. So I have a sip of my tea and I tell them, listen, this is your tea, have a sip. And now I look at his face already, if he makes rule, yeah, because I take first always the original tea, the original flavor. And either the people say, that's nice, then you know they drink their tea usually without sugar. When they make a little bit of funny face, then it's that they use sugar. And I ask them, do you take a lot of sugar in your tea and coffee? Yeah, I take 3-4 spoons of sugar. I say, okay, no problem. We get that sorted later. But I tell you, and this sentence is key. I tell you, most of my customers like the tea as it is. You just need to get used to it. And funny enough, because I say that, after 2 to 3 sips, they say all of a sudden, actually it tastes quite nice. So it's a mindset actually what you start to create there. Okay. So I have my herbal aloe concentrate on the table as well. This plays later on the role, just that you know already the herbal aloe is on the table. So I tell them now, look, the most important meal of the day is a breakfast. So tell me, what did you have for breakfast? And they say now they had nothing, or they had bread for breakfast, or they had cereals for breakfast, or they had fruit for breakfast. Whatever they say, I say, look, when you have no breakfast, or when you have your breakfast later than 1 hour after you are awake, or you have carbohydrates like bread and cereals for breakfast, your blood sugar is either too low or too high. And the same applies to your children and to your spouse. Do you know what your spouse had for breakfast today? Do you know what your children had for breakfast today? Now, with that question, I start to make them think already how their spouse and their children feel. I say, so everything what I tell you now from there on is not just about weight loss. It's not just about weight gain. It's about having a healthy lifestyle. So everything what I tell you is also applicable to your children and to your spouse. So listen very carefully. So how does breakfast affect you? So by choosing to skip your breakfast or have it too late or having bread or cereals for breakfast, what happens is either a loss of appetite or constant feelings of hunger, cravings for sugary snacks, difficulty in concentration, tiredness and lack of energy, forgetfulness, irritable and moody, and diseases and illnesses. So tell me, is there anything which affects you already? And then they tell me, I'm constantly hungry, or I have always cravings, but this and this and this, and I write it down. I use basically the first questionnaire, what I showed you earlier on, as my customer file, and I write everything on there. And then I say, when you think now of your children and your spouse, are they affected from anything you can read here? Now I get the information, what I need basically around the family. And my customer starts to think about the children and the husband or the spouse, because they want to have, when they love their family, they want to have the family healthy. And now they start to understand, oh, wow, my family has the wrong breakfast because they feel like this or they feel like that. Does that make sense? So, and then I tell them, look, what we want to sort out is a healthy breakfast. So a breakfast must consist of, first of all, water to rehydrate the body first thing in the morning. Therefore, start always when you get out of bed, go to the kitchen and have a glass of water. What we like to put in the water is our cleanser that cleans and soothes the digestive system. It's like you brush your teeth with the toothpaste, but now from the inside, and this is our herbal aloe concentrate. Now let me give a sip of that. So when the customer still has now this tea in the cup, what I gave him earlier on, I just add now a sip of the aloe mango. I love my aloe mango. I take always aloe mango. You take just the aloe you like the most, either the normal one or the aloe mango. But I put that in his cup and in my cup, and I say, taste it now. And they are always like, oh, this tastes now good. And I say, it does not taste just good. It does an awesome job inside. It's soothing, cleaning, supporting. It enhances everything what you want to achieve in your body by a couple of times. So basically, this is our cleanser. And then we use an energy booster that kickstarts the metabolism. This is our magic tea. This is that brown stuff you're drinking just now. Yeah, this is a gym in a cup. This gives you more energy that helps us to burn more body fat. This helps us with focus, with concentration. And then we have our well-balanced protein-based breakfast, which is our shake, which gives you all the good protein, all the right minerals, all the good carbohydrates, everything what the body needs with very little calories, but lots of good nutrition. And this makes Herbalife so successful because they found out how to mix the nutritional value in very little calories. And this is why it's filling and it is helpful to balance your blood sugar. So now your blood sugar, your mood, everything is balanced throughout the day. Yeah. We give you then support with snack list, what to eat in between. You want to lose weight, you have 2 shakes a day, 1 normal meal, and the snacks in between. If there is a weekend, you can have 1 shake for breakfast, and the rest of the day you eat normal. And as we go along, I support you all the time. So I don't let you off the hook. We go this road together. Can you imagine that? And when they say yes, I say, come, we go to the kitchen, we make a shake. If I meet with the customer somewhere else, then we make the shake either on the parking bench in the shopping mall. I mean, you have seen photos from me already. I don't care. I take just everything with me and do it wherever I go and mix quickly a shake, because that shows the people also you can make a shake quickly wherever you are. You don't need a huge blender and fruit and whatever. And they see the simple shake, how good it tastes. Does that make sense? Yes? Thumbs up?
Yeah.
Okay. So, and then I go basically with the shake back to my book. And now you can either use your phone. I usually use my phone to show them now a couple of results and tell them, let me show you a couple of results. Look, this guy needed to gain weight. So understand, I show probably somebody who needs to lose weight, how people can gain weight. Why do I do that? Most of the families have people who are overweight or people who are underweight, or they have a mix of it, or they have friends who are underweight. So they can recommend me to other people. Then I say, look, this guy, he trained always hard, but never got the muscle. We fix the nutrition. Now he gets a nice posture and a nice muscle build. Look, this guy, personal trainer, he never really got the six-pack. Now he can see definition. So understand what we're doing is not about just weight loss. We want to lose the fat and want to gain muscle and look great. When you look at these 2 pictures, this is the same person on the left-hand side with 63 kilos and on the right-hand side with 66 kilos. So on the scale, she weighs 3 kilos more, but when you look at her, she looks leaner. So muscle takes up less space in your body. And that helps us to shrink because then you lose the body fat. So this is a guy who wanted to lose the belly, as you can see. This is a young gentleman. He lost now more than 10 kilos. He's 16 years old. This young lady you might know. She has lost now more than 43 kilos. If I have the actual number, her name is Roxana Hashim. Lost weight, as you can see. Here you can see how young girl, she's 19 years old now, can lose weight. Estelle, who lost more than 20 kilos. from somebody who was moody and grumpy and working in HR. Now really the people wonder because she greets all of a sudden everybody. This is our beautiful Adelaide, who lost more than 45 kilos. This is Douglas, he lost more than 40 kilos. So it doesn't matter where you come from, you really can get into your best shape ever. I personally dropped 2 pen sizes, 0 kilo, but 2 pen sizes, and never gained it again in all these 24 years. And this is what I want to achieve for you, that you want to lose the weight, never ever gain it again. We are not a diet, we are a healthy lifestyle. So understand, weight loss or weight gain does not happen overnight. So in average, somebody can lose half a kilo to 1 kilo per week. So if somebody wants to lose, for example, 20 kilos, so you can make that example now for your customer, because when you ask your customer, how many kilos do you want to lose? And your customer says, I want to lose 20 kilo. Then you can calculate, because we say it now, half a kilo to a kilo per week, and you can say, look, it will take us at least 5 months if you follow 100% the plan. So in average, a person can lose 4 kilo per month if they follow 100% the plan. But also understand, we focus on fat loss and not on weight loss. We focus on centimeter loss and not just on the kilos on the scale. So we always like to measure our customers, or that our customers take their clothes as a measurement, or the men a belt, what they wear anyway, as a measurement. And you see again that other picture here, same people or same person, on the left-hand side 60 kilo and on the right-hand side 60 kilo. But you can see the one on the right-hand side looks much leaner. Am I right? So that's the difference when we talk about losing body fat and gaining muscle mass. So always remember, fat takes up 3 times more space than muscle in your body. Yeah. So, and then I ask my customer, would you like to get started? And I'm just quiet. So forget about the next sentence you see here on my slide. I just ask them, would you like to get started? And either they say, yes, what must I do? Or they say, how much is it? Yeah. And I ask them then, are you serious or are you curious? And if they say they are curious, then I suggest to start with the trial pack to figure out if they're really ready for their lifestyle change, so that they can also figure out, how am I working, how am I, and I can see if they are really serious. I say, I'm testing you. 3 days, I'm testing you. If you're serious, then I can help you. So I don't go any further to talk about the products. And when they say, but what cost it? Well, how much is it after the trial pack? I say, listen, I don't even know how we continue and if we continue. So I just want to make sure that you're serious with your results in these 3 days or 6 days. If you want to make the healthy breakfast, we're gonna see what makes sense for you, and then we can talk about the price. And believe me, we find always a program which suits your budget. And I just leave them there. Yeah. So they start in with a trial pack, but you're on the call tonight because you want to learn also how you can then move to the full program if somebody is serious. Yeah. And interesting enough, I find most of the people say, no, I'm serious. I have to lose weight because I don't like myself anymore. I hate myself when I look in the mirror. I don't fit in my summer clothes anymore. I'm getting married. I need to lose weight. Please help me. Yeah. And then I say, okay, then let's have a look at our programs. So we have a budget program, we have a basic program, we have a fast program, we have a faster program, we have the fastest, and we have the ultimate program. So just have a look which one suits your budget the best. And I just leave them there and have a look at the program. And they might ask questions then that they say, what is the personalized protein powder? Or what is this one? What is that one? And then you just adjust to their questions and go through their questions with what they want to know. This is why you should learn about the products as well. So from there, basically, when they have chosen their program, I just concentrate then on the flavors they want to have, so that I ask them, which flavor would you like to have, and when would you like to get started? So when I'm clear about the flavors for the shake and for the tea, then I basically ask them, when would you like to get started? Because obviously that's the question about when do you have the money. But I want to be polite. This is why I rather ask, when do you want to get started? And they say then, I want to get started immediately. I said, fantastic. Do you have the money with you? Now, when they say, I must go first to the ATM, I say, no problem, go to the ATM. Let's get together tomorrow, or let's get together later. So I arrange with them just a time when they have fetched the money. And now it's up to you. I personally have always stock on hand. So sooner or later, you want to come to a level that you have a couple of products stock on hand that you can provide to your customer immediately. So really think business, and with business, you want to use maybe your profit, what you make in the beginning, to have always a little bit stock on hand. So be wise and don't use your profit for buying new shoes. Use your profit really to build up your business and have products always stock on hand that you have immediately a couple of trial packs, a couple of shakes, a couple of aloe, and so on, always handy. Yeah. If not, make arrangements with your customer when you can meet with payment. If you need to have the payment first and then go to the sales center or order the products, arrange it with your customer. Just make that he gets the products instantly, very quickly, when they have made the payment. So don't let your customer wait too long, because what happens basically is you start to build up a relationship. You want to build up trust, that your customer is trusting you. But that happens not with the first purchase. This is actually like a real relationship. It takes a couple of weeks. Sometimes it takes a couple of months till your customer really trusts you completely. And therefore, you just need to be a little bit more patient with your customer and stay in touch with your customer all the time. So don't take your customer for granted because he bought once a product from you. See it like when you start a new relationship, or when you think back when you got married, or when you got engaged, or when you had your first partner, yeah? How much effort do we put in to show to the other person that we love the other person and we take care of that other person? And this is basically similar. To build up that trust, that the customer really trusts us. It takes more than just buying a product from us. It takes more than just sending a WhatsApp message to that customer. So take the follow-up very, very serious. So first of all, what we want to achieve, that the customer really loves the shake. And not just the shake, also the tea, the aloe, that they love the flavor, that they understand the quantity to take. So ask always questions. How did you mix the shake? How did you mix the tea? So that they need to give you a full answer. Yeah. Sometimes a customer says to me, no, I've mixed it very basic. I say, oh, what do you mean with basic? Which liquid did you take? So I want to know really, and I ask them, how did you like your shake? And when they say it was okay, I say, oh, no, that's not enough. That's not good for me. Yeah. So I actually give them then a call and say, listen, you said the shake was okay. My job is that you love your shake. So tell me, what didn't you like with your shake? And now the customer says maybe to me it was too thick or too thin. So I can give them advice, add more water or less water, or so I can give them the right advice, what is necessary. Yeah. Or they say, but I hate milk, I don't like milk. So I say, why don't you use yogurt? Do you like yogurt? Yes, I like yogurt. Which flavor do you like the most? Strawberry. Awesome, take strawberry. Yeah. And if they bought now, for example, chocolate shake, and they say, I don't like chocolate shake at all. I say, no problem. Which flavor would you like to have instead? I even swap the shake. You need to know we have a 30-day money-back guarantee. So you can take the shake back. You get a full tin of shake from Herbalife back, and you get your customer the vanilla shake if they rather like vanilla shake. That's customer service. That's taking care of your customer. This is something a customer would not expect from you. And they are like, wow, you want to be the wow factor. This is the reason, this follow-up is the reason why you can't find Herbalife on a shelf in the supermarket. So this is the coaching part, not the sale. This follow-up is the coaching part. This is where you make the impact. This is where you make the difference for the person. How much water did you drink? So you want to know how much water your customer drank today, because if they don't drink enough water, they won't get a great result. And they might even get indigestion, or they get a headache because they don't drink enough water and they go through detox. Yeah. So all the time when your customer says, when you ask them, how are you? Oh, I have a slight headache today. You ask them, how much water did you drink today? And your customer says 2 liters. No problem. You know what? That's absolutely awesome. The headache shows me that you go through a detox, so you will get the most amazing result. You just need to drink more water. So please drink tomorrow 1 liter water more, and I call you again. I call my customer. If there's anything what I don't feel that my customer is 100% happy, I make that extra phone call. This is investment. You must understand, this is investment in your business. So when you call your customer, this is investing in your business, that your customer is happy and that your customer gets great result and that your customer feels that you really care. It's one thing that you say, I care about my customer, I want to help my customer. But if you just send a WhatsApp message, hi, how are you? And your customer does not answer you the entire day, pick up the phone and give them a call. Don't be frustrated because your customer does not answer on WhatsApp. I have plenty of customers, they don't answer me on WhatsApp. They are just not WhatsApp people. They have WhatsApp, but they don't use it. So be clear about your customer also, what kind of communication they want to have. Ask them, the moment they get started, would you like to be in contact with me via SMS? Would you like me to email? Would you like me to be on WhatsApp with you? Or rather that I call you. When my customer says rather call me, I say, what is a good time to call you? When my customer say call me at 6 o'clock in the evening, that's the best time, I say super, I call you 6 o'clock in the evening. And I use the timer on my phone that I don't forget to call them at punctual 6 o'clock. There's no way in, no way out. If I need to leave a meeting, then I leave the meeting, my customer comes first. This is where I build a relationship. This is where I build trust. This is where my customer knows they can rely on me. And I don't forget them. I don't forget my customers when I'm in Paris. I don't forget my customers when I travel. This is just my commitment to my people because it's about their life. They trust you actually with their health, that you give them the right advice. And let's take that serious because it takes multiple back. Imagine your customer gets that first class follow-up. Your customer becomes later a member. What will he do for his customers? So if you don't care, you build an organization of people who don't care. If you care, if you go the extra mile, it will pay 1,000 times back. Let's talk quickly about the milk. So milk is somehow a little issue for some of the people. So be very careful when your customer tells you, I mix my shake with milk. Then they usually use a normal milk, fat-free or low-fat milk. That's fine as long as they don't have any issues. If they have headaches, if they are bloated, if they are constipated, if they don't get a result, if they are hungry all the time, then take them off the milk. It's the lactose which comes in the milk which actually causes these problems. So therefore, rather take them off the normal milk and say, listen, I would suggest you use either lactose-free milk or soy milk or almond milk, rice milk, or yogurt. The best is obviously when they use our protein drink mix, the PDM, yeah? And I hope all of you use the PDM, that you know the value of the PDM. which makes the shake so much creamier, which makes the shake so much richer in good nutrition that nobody ever wants to have a shake without PDM anymore, including me. Yeah. So what I do to get my customers actually to the PDM is I sample shake with the PDM. So I make them a shake. Latest at the second appointment, I make them a shake with the PDM. And then you get them easily onto the PDM. So always, I like to sample the product. And yes, again, it's a little investment, but it's an investment in your future. It's an investment in your business. Understand, we don't have advertising costs because we don't make newspaper advertising or stuff like that. We don't have to print really flyers. So we save a lot of money what other businesses spend in marketing tools. So maybe that one tea or that one taste of the aloe, that one shake with the PDM, when I give my customer a taste of the shake, I give them maybe half a shake and I have half the shake. So it was my snack already. Yeah. So you can think there also a little bit wise. So just make sure that your customer has the real taste, because when you sample it the way you like it, then your customer knows what is the real taste. So if they don't get the real taste at home, they know they have the recipe not right, but it's not Herbalife which is wrong. Does that make sense? Okay. So for example, I had yesterday evening Ricardo here, and I made him a tea, and he was like, your tea always tastes different. I said, yeah, because in my tea comes always the aloe mango. and he drinks the tea basically plain, yeah, whereas I put always the aloe mango in it. So he came for his follow-up. So when a customer comes to me to the follow-up, and I pick up, maybe they didn't have their snack, I make them quickly a PDM. Or if I pick up that they are a little bit tired, I say, do you want a tea? Yeah. If they just want to have the water, I make in the water either the hydrate or the aloe. So I sample always a new product to them, and they taste it. That's nice. What is this one for? And through that, I can talk about that new product, and they realize, oh, wow, this is maybe something for me, what I should have. Yeah. So always look, when you see your customer again for the follow-up, that you can upgrade maybe to one more product. Not lots of products, just one more add-on. Because your customer, after 2, 3, 4 weeks, is used to shake and tea or shake tea aloe, whatever your customer started on. But now he is already used also to the expense and has seen that it does not stretch his wallet more than his normal grocery shopping. And now he's probably open to add on another product, because now he trusts you. Now he knows that you really follow through with your service. And the only reason a customer does not buy is often they don't believe you. They don't trust. That somebody buys has a lot to do with trust and belief. And sometimes a customer buys not instantly, but maybe comes after 2, 3, 4 weeks, because the need is there. Understand, you were talking with the customer in the beginning, why do you want to lose weight? And the person gave you 3 reasons why they want to lose weight or gain weight or whatever reason they came for. So they have a need. They need to fix that need. And when you buy into that need, the how is actually easy. So in addition to that, always be focused to find the solution for your customer, to optimize his results. This is why what I do now on Sunday for those who are in Cape Town, yeah, this is like a customer day. You can bring your customers. We talk more about the products. This is even when you come on Sunday, you can copy and paste what we are doing on Sunday and make it like a little customer day at your house, at your place, and just combine it with a little bit of fun. But your customer can learn more about the products and can meet other like-minded people, basically. So and as a final tip, so I hope this helped you a little bit from the presentation. As a final tip, never stop using the products. Never, ever. And this is something what your customer also needs to learn. So when you're consistently with your customer in contact, you pick up that they are stressed. You pick up that they go for holiday. You pick up that they have the flu. So when I can hear my customer is maybe a little bit, they even tell you on WhatsApp, yeah, when you send them a message, how are you? Oh, I think I get the flu. Then immediately I pick up the phone. Listen, I must tell you, when you think you get the flu, your body needs now more good nutrition. Don't stop with the products. You actually need to add another shake. Have more shake, have more aloe, have more tea, because this gives you all the good nutrition that your body has more power to fight all the bad bacteria. So double up, triple up the shake. Yeah. When somebody says, I go for holiday, hey, take a shake with you, because I know on holiday you maybe be a little bit longer in bed till you go to the breakfast table. Please make a shake first thing in the morning, even when you still sit in bed, have the tea and relax in bed. And then when you go to the breakfast table, maybe make more the omelette and the eggs instead of too much bread. Yeah. But enjoy your breakfast there. Yeah. So give them always tips according to the situation. Yeah. I have a customer who told me now he needs to go to hospital because he had has to have an operation. And I said to him, please continue with the products. He said, yeah, do you think I can do that? I said, you have to, because the moment you get, you're injured, or the moment you have an operation, for recovery, your body needs good nutrition. And the easiest way when you don't feel hungry or when you get very hungry is actually to give your body good nutrition for recovery. So you will see when you take the shakes, you have a much faster recovery. If you want to, add on the Herbal Lifeline, which support as well a speedy recovery. So as a coach, you want to give always an extra tip. You want to go the extra mile. You want to hear always, what is the situation for my customer right now? Yeah. And the situation changes all the time. The customer has stress, or the customer makes more sport, or the customer goes for holiday, or even when the customer goes through a divorce. I tell my customer, when they tell me, listen, I'm so, I don't know, I'm going through a divorce and everything is ugly at the moment. I say, listen, you need to have good and strong nerves now. And I understand what you're going through, but now it's very important that you focus on yourself. It's very important that you take the shakes just to get the good nutrition in and have strong, strong, strong nerves. Yeah. And this is the time where your customer needs your love, your attention, but also, again, your advice. So never forget that, okay? So body needs always, always, always good nutrition. Herbalife is not a diet. Herbalife is not anything related to a diet. Herbalife is a healthy lifestyle. So we are always there to explain to our customer it's good nutrition. You need to do that over and over again. So with one explanation, your customer forgets. It's in there, out there. It's repetition, repetition, repetition. When you think of children, or even us as adults, how we learn a foreign language. Repetition, repetition, repetition. How do we learn to play piano? Repetition, repetition, repetition. Everything in life to create habits goes back to repetition. So this is where you want to help your customer with repetition. This is why the WhatsApp group, the 21-day challenge, might help you if you want to use that. And remember always, monkey sees, monkey does. So if you are, as a coach, on the products, or not all the time improving your shape and looking healthier and better and more energy, then your customer is the same. On, off, on, off, on, off, and it drives you insane. And you think, why do I have these customers? Because you are not committed. Yeah. So commit first yourself to a healthy, active lifestyle and showing your customer. So when your customer sees you, that you always look the best version of yourself, always a little bit better than the last time. So when your customer says to you all the time, how do you do that? You have always so much energy. Yeah. Or wow, you're always in a good mood. Or wow, you always look slimmer. Yeah. Customers say often to me, did you lose again? And I'm not really into weight loss. Yeah, I maintain my weight, I maintain my shape, but obviously my customer sees me always a little bit leaner because I don't leave it to the coincidence. In the 21-day challenge, they can see what I eat, what I drink. So I make myself accountable. And that helps me as well because through that I keep myself accountable to my customers, they keep themselves also accountable. So I hope that all makes sense and that gave you some value. Some of you came late into the call. I recorded the call. I just need to see if it worked out with the recording. So then just send me a message if you want to get the recording later on. Then I can make it available for you if the recording worked. But I hope I gave you some value. If you have some questions, you're more than welcome to ask now questions.
Hi, Bia. Bia.
Yeah, Soraya, I hear you.
Yeah. This morning I had a friend ask about the gluten and the wheat-free shake. I recommended the free from shake that we have in vanilla. So the next thing I want to know is the PDM the same also gluten and wheat free, or what can she use if she doesn't want to use the milk?
What is the requirement from the person? Does she want to be dairy free?
Yeah, she wants to be gluten free and wheat free. That's what she said.
Gluten free. Then she can use definitely PDM.
Okay. And okay, so if it's lactose free, then she can also use a PDM, eh?
If she wants to be lactose free, then she can go with the personalized protein powder. To tell you from my perspective, I basically go gluten and lactose free. I don't know if you picked it up, or not just lactose free, actually completely dairy free. I don't drink milk, yogurt, cheese anymore for many reasons, because I just believe that dairy is not good for us. And that might be a similar person. And but I use the normal shake and I use the PDM.
PDM, I see it.
Yeah. It's only when people are really highly lactose intolerant, when they are really serious lactose intolerant, then you want to use the free from shake, or when they really want to have something which is 100% free from, then use the free from shake. And then I would suggest with the personalized protein powder.
Okay. Thanks.
Pleasure.
Yeah, I wanted to know the rebuild strength. A person who wants to pick up weight, does he have the normal shake, aloe and tea, as well as rebuild strength?
Yeah, is that for a person who wants to lose weight or for a person who wants to gain muscle?
Want to build up muscle.
Want to build up muscle. Perfect program. So shake tea aloe. You would have the shake now. If that person is very skinny and wants to gain weight and muscle, then you would basically go with 3 shakes a day after the meals. So they basically have maybe in the morning the shake with some oats in it, or an egg omelette with additional the shake. Then they have their lunch and their supper with a shake. And they can have in between either the rebuild strength, or they can have the PDM in between, or one of our snacks. And then what I suggest always after the workout, instantly having the rebuild strength. I even suggest to have an hour before the workout a full shake with the PDM. And immediately after the workout to rebuild strength, because that person needs more good protein. Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
Shamima, we have shared recently the plan for weight gain. It's a meal plan.
Yes.
I don't know if you have that plan.
Yes, I saw it.
Perfect. Maybe you want to use that because there everything is explained the same way.
Okay. And then the other thing I needed to ask is, when a person has hurt themselves during exercise, what can I recommend them to have their muscle recovering quickly?
Did I understand you correctly? They have muscle cramps during the workout?
No, they hurt themselves during workout. Now they need to recover as soon as possible to get back into the exercise.
Okay, so for recovery after the workout, it's brilliant to have the rebuild strength. So understand, rebuild strength is not just to build muscle, it's actually to help to recover the muscle. Because we basically use the muscle in the workout. Now, it's very important that we repair the muscle after the workout. So the rebuild strength basically helps us to fix very quickly the muscle fibers which were used during the workout. Yeah. So during the workout, we always suggest to use the hydrate or the CR7. It depends. When a person still has to lose weight, then they are often not intensely exercising. Yeah, they do workouts, but not as extreme as somebody who is lean and mean. Yeah. So then I like to suggest the hydrate because it's lower in sugar and lower in calories. And if somebody is intensely working out, the rugby players, the soccer players, marathon runners, all of that, this is where I suggest the CR7 because there's where we have more carbohydrates in it and they need more carbohydrates for sustainability. And then immediately after the workout, the rebuild strength is just perfect, spot on. Yeah. And when they had a very intense workout, they might feel an hour later for another shake, just fueling. Yeah.
Okay.
I do not want to lie to you because
yes, thank you, Bea.
Pleasure.
Going to Nikita's house.
Any more questions?
Sure. Bye. See you.
Okay.
All good for now? Super. Yeah. But you know where I am, so I'm only a WhatsApp away or a call away or whatever you need, yeah, so that we get our customers always happily sorted. I like these kind of questions because it shows me you are interested in your customers' results. And this is exactly what a good coach is, driven by understanding the products, using the products by yourself, getting awesome results. Oh, these girls are so sweet, Soraya. Hello. So by being driven basically to help your customer, but also being driven to help yourself. Yeah. So the more your result improves, try to understand, not just try, understand the products also for yourself, for your own result. So use the products very, very serious for yourself because you will see through that you build up the confidence. Yeah. So if you want to sell a product, make sure that you use that same product and understand the product and understand the benefits of it. Yeah. So for example, when you want to add on, for example, Herbal Lifeline, which is the omega-3 fatty acids. And actually, everybody should take the omega-3 fatty acids, yeah, because it helps us with inflammation in our body. It helps us with the arteries, with the blood, with the to keep the arteries elastic. It helps you for a healthy heart, for a healthy brain, yeah. So it's very, very important that we have the omega-3 fatty acids. And as naughty as we eat sometimes, this is basically the player to help basically to eliminate more the bad fats what we eat, which comes in meat and everything, to help us basically, to help our body to cope with it, yeah? And you will feel a difference when you start to take your Herbal Lifeline, but also make sure when you take your Herbalife supplements that you take them as required. I see often that people take the fiber and herb, but they take it once a day. I mean, we have scientists who write on the label, take it 3 times too. So you can't expect the result when you don't take the products like it is required. So just really follow the requirement and start to make it a habit, because the more you create by yourself the habit, the more your customer will do. It's always monkey sees, monkey does. And the same is with your members. Yeah, you want to have members who follow like you. So be always the best version, basically. Then you can expect from your members and customers the same.
Why are you venting your
Hope
anger
that makes sense.
like that?
Thank you.
Good, super. So I'm curious who is coming on Sunday. Would be lovely to see you all on Sunday. I know some of you can't because they live far away, but those who are in Cape Town, maybe you want to go the extra mile and bring a car full of customers with you. We're going to have definitely fun on Sunday, okay? Okay. Then have a good evening, Further. Thanks for being on the call. Bye-bye.
Yeah. Bye-bye.
Love you all. Bye.
Love you. Bye, Shamima.